Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is the last week of May, which means it is also coming up on the professor's birthday. So, as a little treat, I kind of stopped going live every single day, but this is a celebration week. So, I will be live at least once every single day up until Friday, because I'm not going to say every day until my birthday, because I am not doing anything on Saturday or Sunday because my birthday is on Sunday. But I'm going to do at least one live video every single day up until Friday. Yeah. So, okay, wait 1 second. If you are watching over on Facebook, this is kind of how I'll intro it. If you want to see the rest of the video and the rest of the live broadcast and the tips and things that I'm going to show or whatever the live is, I'll always start the live on YouTube, but the link for I will start the live on Facebook so that you guys know that I do have, a live going on or a new video. But if you want to continue to watch, you will have to head on over to YouTube to watch the full tutorial. So the direct link is in the description of the video. However, I am also going to put it in the comment section of the video over on YouTube. So I'm sorry, I keep saying YouTube, over on Facebook. So if you want to see this tutorial, head on over to YouTube to watch. Like I said, the link, I just put it in the description. In the comments and the description of this video. All right, I am going to share this really quickly while I have it live. That's also why I do it live. It gives me an opportunity to actually share. So I'm going to share this out. All right, so this video is shared. This video is also going to end in about 30 seconds. Once we hit 3 minutes, I am going to end the video over on Facebook. So if you guys want to continue to watch the tutorial, click the link in the comments or in the description and head on over to our YouTube channel, Silaholics Anonymous, to see today's Tip Tuesday design hacks. All right. Let's see. We are almost at 3 minutes. All right, we are at 3 minutes. So we are leaving Facebook in 3, 2, 1. Later, Facebook. See you over on YouTube. All righty. Well, hello again to everyone who is still here over on YouTube. And if you have made your way over, we are going to do a little, I'm calling it Tip Tuesday. I'm going to try and give you guys a different design tip. Okay, wait, I have no idea. All right. I'm sorry. My sister sent me something, and obviously she's having a breakdown, a nervous breakdown about something. So I was trying to respond to that one. That kind of caught me off guard. But anywho, I'm going to try and give you guys a different tip, whether it's something with Silhouette Studio. You may also see Tip Tuesdays, which I might do one today as well. I have to figure out what tip I want to do that's not Silhouette related that I can do over on Honestly Speaking, whether it's sublimation, paper crafting, or anything like that. So I'll try and figure out one for over there. But I'm going to try to stick with it and do a Tip Tuesday every single week. But this one is going to be on some design hacks within Silhouette Studio. Now, this will not apply. So the first tip will not apply for every single version. There are some versions, I know for sure the 4.3 versions have this glitch. It was fixed in the 4.4, but then there were other issues with 4.4, so I didn't bother to go up. So if you are staying on version 4.3 and you are experiencing this, hopefully this will help and end some of your frustrations. And that is how to create a box or a design that's like, and know for sure that it is the size that you need it to be. All right. So we're going to do that. let me go ahead and spend a minute to get my introductions out. That way the tutorial starts right at 6 minutes. I am Shakia, the professor. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully it will not be your last time. I do live videos, tutorials. I have classes, boot camps, astro classes, all in an effort to teach you guys how to use Silhouette Studio here on the Silaholics Anonymous platforms. But we also have our Honestly Speaking platform where I try to teach you guys how to use, well, not say try, I do a damn good job of different crafts. One of like, I think I can say I'm kind of an expert when it comes to these Epson printers. So all of your Epson help and troubleshooting, sublimation, paper crafting, event decor, and party decor. I love foam board. So just all around crafting and business, you'll find on the Honestly Speaking platforms. All right. So now that I have those pleasantries out of the way, it is exactly 6 minutes in. So we're going to go ahead and get into these design hacks. All right, I forgot to share my screen. So let's go ahead and share the screen. And let's go share. All right. One second. Okay. Oh, this is not the first one. This is actually the second one. I'm going to show you. So I started over just so that you can see. Now, if you make a box, right, and you go up to your scale, this is unlocked up here, right here. This is unlocked. If you go in and, what made me want to do this, I actually had to fix this for a yard sign, but then I remembered someone did ask about a yard sign and being able to make it the right size. So if I was doing my yard sign and I'm making this 24 inches by 18, hey, works perfectly, right? But let's say you were designing, you were doing some things and you needed to have something like move proportionally, like, you needed to size it proportionally. So you lock this in place so that you can size this like proportionally. So I'm not sure, it's going to be really hard for you guys to see. This right here says 30.446. This side says 46.160. At the top here, it says 12.685. I think I wrote 12.684 on my banner, but 12.685 and 12.984. Click off, click back on. It still says that. If I were to come over here and type in 21, this is going to jump down to 12.865 by 12.864. Like, it's going to go to that size. So there is this glitch where once you hit that lock, now if you just open up Silhouette Studio and you never close it, you'll be able to put in whatever custom size you want. The minute you lock that, it's a glitch and it goes haywire and you cannot make a box bigger than 12.865. So if I unlock it, and let's say I take this side to, I'm going to take it to 30, right? It still jumps back to 19.685. You cannot go bigger than that. So if you were, let's say that happened to you, you don't want to shut down Silhouette Studio because maybe you're working on some stuff and you just don't feel like waiting for it to shut down, open back up to just make a box. You will do this hack. All right, you will have to do a little bit of math here in order to make this work. So I need this to be 24 by 18. So I'm going to make a box and I'm going to make my width 12, my height 18. And then I'm going to make a duplicate of this. All right, let's go here. And we're going to make a duplicate. We're going to make 3 of them. Well, 2 of them. We'll make 1 more of them so that we can have 24. All right. I'm sorry. The little ones keep coming in here because my husband's outside. So we're going to make 1 extra one. If you go over here to your replicate tool and duplicate it to the right or the left, it doesn't matter which way you go. So I'm just going to go duplicate to the right. If I were to select these 2, it's going to show me 18 by 24. So it's the correct size, but these are 2 separate pieces. Here is where your edit points will come into play. You're going to pick either one of them. It doesn't matter which one it is. And double click on it. Put your mouse over, double click. It's going to bring up edit points. You're going to click on like the middle, click on that line in the middle and drag it over into the other box. If you started with this one, you're going to pull it this way. Once you have that, just, doesn't even have to go that far. You're going to select that, come up to the top and weld. Or you can right click and weld or go over to your modify panel and weld. You now have a box that is 24 by 18. Now, if you had to make your, I'm going to just turn this one for now. This is just representative of any object. So if it let's say you needed something to be right at like 24 inches tall and you can't get it. So you would take this and line it up right to the top, kind of scroll down and then pull one of the sides out until it hits that line. All right. So this says we're at about 23.997. That's pretty close to 24. You may not be able to get right at 24. We'll try to kind of sneak it up a little bit more. See, I went over 24 just a little. So it's probably better to be under than to be over. But that's going to get you really, really close as far as being close to 24. Oh, see, I'm at 23.99. That's 24 inches basically. So that's a way, if you need to have height on another object, just take several boxes, put them together and weld them together. If it was, you need it to be longer. So let's go and I'm going to take this. We're going to go, well, you know what? Let's go this way. And I'm going to make my height 12. My width, it doesn't really matter. So let's say I'm just using it for sizing purposes. I'm going to make that 3. All right. But I want to have 36 inches, right? We're going to make 2 duplicates of this. So we're going to go back over to replicate. And if you do the column of 3, I'll get 2, right? Let's zoom back in over here. We're going to start with this one. We're going to double click, add a point, pull it up. Double click on this one. Click here, add a point, and pull up. Select them all. Right click and weld. I now have 36 inches. So if I wanted to resize this to 36 inches, we're going to put this here. Well, let's kind of get it close to it. We're going to zoom in, get as close to the top as possible, and then scroll down to the bottom. All right, 1 second. Let's get back there. All right, and then zoom into here. Pull this out until it reaches the bottom, and we should be fairly close. 35.999. That's as close as we're going to get to 36 inches. So that's a little design hack to size things up if you run into that glitch with the 4.3 version where you cannot size it and everything that you plug in is stopping at 19.685. Okay, sorry about the little one in the background. He came in my room and he's messing with the tripod. All right, so that's hack number 1. Using several boxes, And, so just do a little bit of math, figure out, what's the divider. And you have to just go ahead and make one box that's within that size, make multiples, and then weld them together. Once they're welded together, it's going to give you the size box that you need. If you're just needing a box, or if you need something as a reference to size something up to an exact size, that's hack number 1. Hack number 2 is how do I get this from here? So this particular image came in with a black background. However, it is not a full background on this. So if I were to try and trace this or trace and detach it, I would not be able to get a clean or like the accurate trace on it. One, when I do trace, it's going to pick up this black, and I really need the yellow. Silhouette Studio is colorblind. If you don't know how tracing works, I have Tracing Tuesday from last year, and I really break down tracing in those videos and how it works. And I also have my Essential Silhouette Studio and my tracing bootcamp over on academy.silaholicsynonymous.com. So the hack for this is you want to do a reverse trace, but in order to do a reverse trace, we have to have black all the way around it. So you're going to take a box and just draw it and fill that with black. Right click and send it to the back. So now it looks like it has a full black background. What you'll do here is go over to your trace tool, select trace area, place your box around it, and you're going to see that all of the black highlights, like none of the yellow, the light blue, because that's how tracing works. It's going to gravitate towards those darker colors first. You're going to go and trace, not trace and detach. Trace and detach will do absolutely nothing for this. So we're going to go trace. Once you have it traced, you're going to click on that traced box and fill it with color. Sorry about that. I thought my phone was on Do Not Disturb, but it's not. And now everyone wants to call when I'm in the middle of a live. So you're going to fill that with color. I'm going to pick a different color from the design. So different color. You're then going to right click and release compound path. Sorry, I had to let him out. Once you do that, you're going to hold down Shift and click on the middle section and then hit delete. That gets rid of everything else that's around it. You're going to click on this M, or like in my case, it's an M, or click on what's left, and you're going to change it to no fill color. Then you're going to drag and select first let's delete the background. We don't need that because that will kind of mess it up. So we don't forget to delete your black box. Then you're going to drag and select, and you're going to go to modify and crop. Now that black box, those black areas are removed. And depending on what you're putting this on, you might, this may bug you a little bit to see the lines behind it. It might be black. It might be like some white lines. What you'll do for that is we're going to go to offset. You're going to go to, cancel. We're going to go to internal offset, and you're going to make this really, really small. 0.01. Let's try 1.5. We still have a little bit we can play around with here. So let's go to 0.01 and then just hit enter. I can probably go and just get it a little bit closer so I'm not cutting away so much. So 0.0085. And I'm just looking at where my line is here. I know it's probably hard for you guys to see, but I'm watching I'm watching where that red line is sitting. So once I have that kind of where I want it, I'm going to select them both and crop again. So modify and crop. Now I don't have any of that kind of faint black line around it. So that's tip or design hack number 2, how to reverse trace. Or if you've heard about reverse tracing and you're trying to do it, But because the black does not go all the way around, it's not tracing properly. No matter what you do with your threshold, you would put a black box behind it, or put a box behind it, fill it with black, and that's going to allow you to trace the edge and then crop it away. So hopefully these design hacks helped you understand Silhouette Studio just a little bit better. If you enjoyed this, I did put it right. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also share it with a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. Share it with family, share it with everyone. Tag them in this video. I'm sorry, I'm on YouTube. You can't tag over here, but share it out with them. Hit that share button, share it over to Facebook. If you are not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified when I release content. My live videos will, like the full-on tutorials, will only be available on YouTube. Facebook is kind of a way for me to go over there. It's easier to communicate if you guys have questions. So as far as like my Facebook groups and things like that, and that's where others, can get to me a little bit easier in groups, because I kind of, hang out in groups a lot. And that's what that's for. But all of your tutorials will be found on one of our YouTube channels, either Silaholics Anonymous or Honestly Speaking. It's spelled SPINKING. So check out both channels, subscribe, hit the bell. Also visit our website, shop.silaholicsAnonymous.com, to get all of your templates, sign up for classes, your Honestly Speaking products, your sublimation ink, sublimation paper, pigment ink, all that kind of good jazz. You can also even set up a one-on-one session if you so choose. All right. And then our Academy site is where you'll find all of our classes, boot camps, and master classes. So check that out as well. All right, guys. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Peace.